What's up, guys? Hello, hello. This is an odd angle and I do not like it. I just don't have my... Oh, that works. You can see into my dirty laundry room. That's lovely. I don't have my stand and I am getting ready for the day. So I'm going to talk to you guys while I do that because I had this interesting epiphany yesterday. And I want to share with you, make you think a little bit maybe about your own shit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. John, yes. See, it was this was one of those moments where I was like, fuck, I thought I was really good at making decisions. Like, damn. So I want to share with you. So for example, when you need to make decisions about like where you need to eat or what you need to do in your business, or do I need to pay this first or that first? Like, those are decisions that we typically can make pretty easily. Hey, Emily, good morning. Is it still morning? Yeah, it's still technically morning. So we're good. Obviously, we're making decisions all day long. We don't even realize that we're making decisions, but we are. Good morning. Hey, guys. Just sat down with my planner like 3 minutes ago. What? That's awesome. So this may be a little bit different than what you're expecting, though, John, based off of the title. So the idea is here, and what I realized was I make all of these decisions every single day around my time, around my clients, around my business. But I was still feeling kind of clouded, and I'm like, why am I feeling like this? Like, what in the fuck, right? And like I told you guys, I'm going to finish getting ready while we talk. But I had someone ask me, I was on a coaching call for myself yesterday. What's up, girl? Hi, Tanya. And we were talking about a couple of things, and it's like what I realized in my personal life. Obviously, we know that what's going on in our personal lives affects our business, affects our mindset, affects our fitness, all of those things. All of those areas affect each other. But what I realized that I've done for so long is ignored the personal life side of things and just focused on business so much that like I wasn't fully serving my own purpose and my own time and wants and needs and all that good shit. And so like all that weighs down on you as you move forward, and eventually you're like kind of standing there, like the way I described it is I was like standing there with my feet like stuck in concrete and like I can't move, right? And I don't know where to move or how to move or whatever. And what that came down to, Samantha, yes, right? So it's like you don't realize that. You're like, shit, like, why am I standing here? I do these things and I make moves and I'm, not a lazy asshole. Like I do stuff all the time. So like, why am I still feeling this way? Good morning, Michael. And I sit there and I think about it. And as she asked me that question, it made me realize like, I do make big decisions. I make decisions in business. We all do. In life, like we make decisions all day long. We don't even realize we're doing it. But when it comes to the decisions in your personal life that are serving you, whether it's in your relationship, what you allow, what you don't allow, the boundaries that you set, and whether you keep them or you don't keep them, or you let people fucking walk all over you, like the boundaries in your personal life are the ones, or the decisions in our personal life is the ones that we ignore the most. The ones that we don't put the attention on. Oh, it's fine. Like, I'm fine. I don't really need to worry about getting, the time with my family or the time with my boyfriend or the time with my fucking self, for that matter. It's not important. I'm going to do all these other things and make all these other decisions, but the decisions around what I want as a human being in my personal life, I ignored for a really long time. And I'd go back and forth and I'd be like, I'm so good at this. Oh my God. Like I need all of these things. And I want to go see my friends. I can do whatever I want. And I jump on an airplane whenever I want. And I go across the country whenever I want. Sure. Whatever. But mentally, all of those things were business decisions to me. They were all pushing my business forward. They were all, and a lot of them are, like most of those trips when I go on them, I'm hanging out with or spending time with or going to conferences with people that I do business with or that are in similar businesses to me. So I view that as a business trip, when really some of it was a personal decision, but I didn't look at it that way. So again, the reason that I started realizing this is I realized that one of the things that I had been doing for years was not making any decisions for myself around me and what I want as a human being, as a person, not as a business owner, because you're both, right? Like you're both. You're a business owner or an employee or whatever, and a human being. And now granted, yes, they coincide and they all affect each other, but you still have to be able to think for a minute and for a second fucking be a person and make a decision that makes you a better person and that uplifts you and gives you that vision that you want. Like, so I have this very specific vision in life that I want and how I want my relationship to be, how I want the man that stands next to me to be, how I want my life partner to be. And I have the vision and I think about it and I'm like, oh, it's such a great vision, right? But what am I fucking doing and making decisions every day to move forward towards that? Nothing. I see this vision and I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful and great and it's so empowering. I'm fucking take over the world with this man, right? This outline of a man. But what am I doing to create that relationship? What am I doing to be the person that I need to be every single day to be in that personal situation I want to be in, to build that thing I want to build? What am I doing? Building my business. That's great. But what am I showing up as? Am I actually open to that? That's the other question. Am I actually open to that? I've been so closed off to it for so long. Just like business, do your thing. Fitness, go do your abs. Woo, let's squat, right? Like, let's get super fit. Yippee, hooray. Because it fills my space. I'm being productive. I'm doing things. But I'm ignoring the decisions that I need to pay attention to in my personal life. And it's just big. And it weighs down on you and it all comes together and I think it can cloud you a lot in everything. And so it was a really big epiphany for me. I'm going to scroll up and see what you guys are saying. Sorry. Please comment away or ask questions about it if you don't understand what the hell I'm talking about. I'd be more than happy to explain. I do that and it's been backfiring lately. Yeah, Emily, it's crazy. You do have to take the time to be like, okay, no, this is what I need as a human fucking being, okay? Like, this is what I need. Derek, I've definitely put time for myself at the end of the priority list and I need to change that. So the thing that's interesting for me, Derek, with that statement is like, I take time for myself, you know, like I get my hair done. I do when I want to paint my nails, and I take relaxed nights and stuff like that. But like, I still allow people the boundary between like what I want and what I have. I don't keep strong. So that's like a decision that I suck at keeping or I just don't make because I just want to keep the peace. And that's stupid. Like, amazing things don't come from peace. There's got to be some sort of actual like decision and strength there before the peace happens. So anyways, Samantha, I'm glad that you're here. If that's what you needed to hear today, that's awesome. That's awesome. So it was just a big epiphany for me. And I don't know, again, like if this even makes any sense to you guys, and it might not, and that's fine. But like, you know, another thing about it was like how fucking committed. This is the other part I wanted to share with you guys. Like then she asked me in this same conversation, like, how committed are you? Right? Hold on. I spend too much time looking inward, working on my body, working on my day job, building my business, and then I'm actually surprised I go to bed alone at night, right? Imagine that, John. Why am I alone when I go to bed at night? Interesting question, right? I've had the same situation many times. I think about this and I'm like, I don't even allow anyone to get close to me. I mean, and those of you who know my life, like, I've been in a relationship for 4 years. Doesn't seem like it, does it? Certainly doesn't. And whose fault is that? Nobody's, but besides my own. So it's interesting when you think about that, like, you know, you have to open yourself up to that and you have to make that decision consciously to like be prepared to include someone else in that shit with you, like realistically. So one of the other things I was going to say was that she asked me about commitment. And she's like, how committed are you to creating this? Like, you say this is the life that you want, and then that's great, and you see this vision, and that's fantastic, but like, how committed are you to doing something about it, right? Every single fucking day. And it's funny because I have this, I'm not at my house at the moment, or I would go show you, but on my mirror in my house, there's a saying that I wrote 2 years ago that says, radical change requires radical change. And there's a post-it in my bedroom that says, are you ruthlessly committed? Okay. So those two sayings mean a lot to me because I do know that at one point I am ruthlessly committed to my business. I am ruthlessly committed to my body, but am I ruthlessly committed to creating that other aspect of my life that I know that I'm missing? No, I haven't been. I think about it. I talk about it. I miss it. I want it. But what am I doing to get it, right? Nothing. So when she said that to me, it was an eye-opener because I was like, seriously right now? Like, I don't even know what to say to that. I was at a loss for words when she asked me, like, how committed are you to creating this? And I was like, fuck. I guess I need to be ruthlessly committed just like I am everywhere else. Because here's the thing, like, how many times have you decided you were going to do something in your business or create a certain thing or in your job and you did it and you went and you did it? So why can't you do that in the rest of your life? Well, you can. You can. You can do it in your body. You can do it in your business. You can do it in your mindset. So why can't you do it in your relationship? And it's not easy. I'm not going to say that it is because it's not. It's hard to have those conversations. It's hard to come to those realizations. But one of the things that, that was really darker than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes, gentlemen who don't know about makeup, sometimes you accidentally, this happens. Do you see this? What is that? That's not good. We got to fix that shit. Anyways. So yeah, it was interesting, very, very interesting mind shift for me of like, okay, I'm going to be committed. This makeup brush is awesome. So, Samantha, like, this is some good shit. Where are these from? Somewhere. I think these are from Ulta. But anyway, so being ruthlessly committed to the personal side, making the decisions in your personal life as well, and actually being conscious with that is really, really big. And so many people avoid it and don't even think about it and don't put the time and effort into it like we do into making money. And it's fucking pathetic, really. And then we bitch, like John mentioned, then we complain about being alone at night or being unhappy in our relationship or not being connected or our wives or husbands being mad, right? Like, well, there's a reason, because you're not putting in the effort there. In business, we are often literally signing the dotted lines. Not many people have the same level of commitment in relationships. That's absolutely right. So here's something that I want to share that was really, really epic that I learned last weekend at the Meltdown in the Desert. And I wish I had my notebook right next to me, but I don't. One of the speakers was talking about love. And, like, he's married, and he's a very analytical, very educated man, and meaning, like, there's a method to his madness, right? Like, he's the kind of guy who's not a morning person, but he sets his schedule a certain way so he gets up and has to be a morning person. And then, like, he's just got a strategy. Like, I was, like, in love. I was like, oh my God, keep talking. Like, keep telling me all of your strategies. Because that shit, like, makes me tick, right? Well, one of the things he said that's really, really imperative, I think, for everyone who's in a relationship or wants to be in a relationship to understand. Love is a feeling, okay? Love is a feeling. We love a lot of things. Of course, we love other things more. But love is a feeling. It is literally a chemical that goes into our brain. It is a feeling. It is something that we have in our mind that is actually, like, physically, it's a thing, okay? Love is. And in the way that it's written, that I wrote the notes, is, like, much more clear than this, so bear with me. But committing is a decision. Relationships are a decision. Literally waking up next to that person every day, going to bed next to that person every day is a fucking choice. Like, that's a choice. It's not, oh, I love them, so this is just what happens. No, that's not what it is. You have to be just as ruthlessly committed to creating that whatever it looks like for you as you are to creating what you're creating in your business, because it's a choice that you make every single day. And it can be viewed just as what you're doing, like, okay, I need to cross the line, like cross the thing, cross the T's and dot the I's, is what I was trying to say. So you look at it exactly the same way, and it makes sense. Now tell me, I mean, answer me. I don't know if John's still here, but does that make sense to you? Because that's one of the things that like blew my fucking mind, because I was like, exactly, it really is. And that's not something that I've ever had. And you know what? I think I might actually have this written down here. Okay, yes. Okay, let me read to you from my notes. Love is a process. Infatuation is instant. Absolutely, we know that. But trust and love are developed. Those are things are developed. They're not just something that happens. And love is brain chemistry, literally, which it is. And commitment is a decision. So love is a process. Love and trust are developed. Infatuation is instant. And then obviously it can turn into love. But so love is brain chemistry. Commitment is a decision. So when I listened to that, it like spoke to me, and I thought, oh, that's so amazing. I wrote enough that I wrote it down, right? But I also didn't necessarily fully get it until I had this conversation yesterday, and it really clicked for me, and I was like, holy shit, like I have not been making that decision for myself. You know, I haven't been making that a priority. I have not been ruthlessly committed to building that and creating that. So you can't complain about what you don't have if you're not working, you know, diligently to get it. I like that. One eyebrow on, one eyebrow off. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. That's what I'm talking about when I say you probably suck at making the decisions that count. And what that means is we just ignore it. We just go with the flow. We go with the flow in our personal lives, but make all of the decisions in our business. So it's definitely something that we all need, everybody needs to work on, I think. I don't know anybody who's perfect at putting as much diligence and decision making in their relationships and in their personal life and the boundaries that they set in their personal life to create what it is that they want as they are in business. So again, epiphany for me, something I just was thinking about while I was getting ready for the day. I wanted to share it with you guys. Lots of big shit is happening in my world. Lots of shifts, lots of interesting things, lots of very uncharted territories. So stay tuned, because I'm probably going to just like word vomit some random shit out to you guys a lot as I'm going through these processes. But if anybody has any questions or anything they want to say real quick, I'll hang tight for a minute and answer whatever, or clarify what the fuck it was I was talking about if it doesn't make any sense. And then we'll move forward with our day, right? Hope you guys had an amazing 4th of July, because I did. I love the 4th of July. It makes me so happy. I was like a 12-year-old boy last night running around with a little punk lighting off fireworks with my brother. It was amazing. It was so fun. I hate the lag here. I don't know if anybody's commenting or not. I think we're good. All right, my loves. If you just jumped on at the end, I suggest jumping on and watching the full thing, because pretty good points made earlier. I'm not going to repeat them all, but never is good the second time if I repeat it back. But go back and watch it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being amazing. You guys fucking rock, and I appreciate all of you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.